Money runs the world, as I like to think of it at least. I know a lot of people don't clearly agree with that, but if you look at it in close retrospect, it's true. And if you look at these entrepreneurs who are the richest people in the world, you kind of get the memo of why money does run the world. What's going on, guys? JT here with the Wealth Hub. Make sure if you're new to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. If you do subscribe, make sure to comment down below saying you did subscribe. That way you could be entered in this month's giveaway where we shout out one lucky fan who does those steps, comments down below saying they subscribed, and pretty much we shout them out. Altogether, I cannot wait to get into this video because it's a good one, guys. We're going to be going over the 10 richest entrepreneurs in the world. There has always been the debate between Jeff Bezos and Bill Gates, but first, starting off our list, we have the oh so popular Bill Gates. His net worth is worth $81.8 billion. He's Microsoft's 60-year-old founder and now spends time focusing on his philanthropic endeavors together with his wife Melinda. Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation, which he co-founded in 2010, announced it will commit $80 million during a 3-year period to a new initiative to bring more women into tech and STEM related jobs. Now, this isn't much of a surprise, and you may be asking yourself, $80 million, that's a good chunk of his money. If you look at it in the long run, he's going to be making at least a couple million a day for the next couple years, just doing his pretty much company and overall running that thing to perfection. So $80 million is not a lot of money to him. That's kind of like, a dollar to one of us. If you spend it, who cares? You'll make it back the next day. Now, next we have Jeff Bezos, who his last net worth was $72.1 billion, but overall he's reached the 100 billion mark in the past couple months. So I know he's the richest person in the world, but for the purpose of this list, let's just list him off at that. Amazon's co-founder and CEO Jeff Bezos is also a member of the Billionaire Space Club. His aerospace company Blue Origins is set on becoming the first business to bring an astronaut experience to the mainstream public. So far, Blue Origins has successfully launched and landed 4 reusable rockets with reusable source of energy. It's really cool to see how Amazon has pretty much taken over the whole world and overall just mainly runs a lot of our business and major lives. Think of the last time you ordered something online. What box did it come in? Chances are, if you answered truthfully, you would notice that it came in an Amazon package. Amazon is now the #1 delivery and service goods for delivering products and overall everything that you need to function in everyday life. Next, we have Warren Buffett, and this is a very, very interesting person. His net worth is worth $64.4 billion. Now, it may not seem like a lot compared to these other guys ahead of him, but can you imagine if you had $1 billion? Now multiply that by 64.4. That's how much money he has, and trust me, it took him a while to get it too. He's the #1 stock trader in the world. If you want to learn how to trade stocks, deal with cryptocurrency, you talk to Warren Buffett. He's probably the most humble guy on the list though, because he still lives in the first house that he ever owned, a 2-story, 4-bedroom house. It's not super big, and it's kind of shady on the outside, but he still lives there. This is the first time in 15 years that an 86-year-old lost the second place spot in the Forbes 400 list in Warren Buffett. His fortune has reportedly taken a hit after the Wells Fargo admitted to fraudulent practices, but that's a small chunk of change in his pocket. Buffett's investment fund holds a 10% stake in that company, so overall it's not going to be affecting him in the long term. Like I said, Warren Buffett, one of the most humble guys up there with Bill Gates and Jeff Bezos, donates a lot of money to charity, starts a lot of foundations to help underprivileged kids, and overall it's awesome to watch his company grow because he's just overall a nice guy. And in total, if you're going to be a billionaire, you want to be like these 3 guys. This is probably the most recognizable person on the list. Everyone knows who this guy is, Mark Zuckerberg. His net worth is $55 billion. He is Facebook's founder and continues to pledge away his wealth. Last month, he announced a $3 billion investment over a 10-year period to prevent, cure, and manage all diseases in the world. This deals with cancer, types of celibacy, all those types of diseases that are not really known. There's not a cure out there, and it makes it very, very easy for them to work towards a cure for them. The work that will be carried through the Chan Zuckerberg Initiative, the limited time liability company Zuckerberg co-founded with his wife to give away 99% of their Facebook shares throughout their lifetimes. Now you may be asking yourself, why would he give away all that percentage of the Facebook company? I mean, that's how he got his billions, right? wrong. He invested in other companies with that Facebook company he made, and it paid off in the long run. It's very, very neat to see how much money, that much investment. He probably put, I'd say, a couple $1,000,000 in there to get it up to 55 billion, and it's going to continue to grow. Is truly a quite nearly cool sight to see. I remember when I was little and Facebook wasn't as big and my parents invested in it, and then my friend told me to invest in it, and so I did, and I made a couple $100 in just a couple of days off the investment. It was truly a cool experience, and I'll never forget it because Facebook at that time was just a baby, and I couldn't wait to see how it was going to grow in the long term. Here we have Larry Ellison. His net worth is $49.3 billion. This guy you may see on NBA TV a lot when the Warriors are playing because, yes, he is the Oracle co-founder and the executive chairman. Drew media attention a few weeks ago after actually announcing that Amazon's lead is over during his keynote speech at the Oracle Open World Conference in San Francisco. I wouldn't go that far, Mr. Ellison, but he is a very successful entrepreneur. Whether it's Steph Curry hitting threes, Kevin Durant dunking the ball, you'll always see this guy on TV cheering on his beloved Warriors because he does own the team. He also is the co-founder of Oracle. So, like I said, he's pretty much super successful in life. That's pretty much the life I want to live. And that's, in all honesty, I think everyone would like to live that life. How cool would it be waking up every day at your own pace, going to your company, working for a couple hours, and then at nighttime hanging out with your friends, getting anyone you want into the Warriors game, and watching world-class athletes compete at that level? That's amazing, man. I couldn't pretty much explain how that feeling feels, but I know he knows how it feels. Ellison actually claims Oracle will challenge Amazon's standing in the cloud computing industry, stating, "We now have a tech advantage over Amazon in the infrastructure as a service." This is a pretty bold statement to make, but if anyone's going to make that statement, I definitely put my money on Mr. Ellison. Here we have Michael Bloomberg. His net worth is $44.4 billion. He is the former New York mayor, and he built his fortune in the media industry. He recently donated $300 million to Baltimore's Johns Hopkins Bloomberg School of Public Health. Bloomberg's donation actually comes after the World Health Organization ranked the U.S. 31st among the world's nations for life expectancy, which is pretty good, but I honestly think we should be a top 5 country. My country should be leading in life expectancy, he says, and we're on the way down in the pack, he said in an interview. So he thinks that our life expectancy is going to get shorter, but with his donations and a lot of other billionaires' donations, we can definitely expect to be living for much more years. Lastly, we have Larry Page. The 43-year-old co-founder of Google and Alphabet CEO recently celebrated the search engine's 18th birthday. His net worth is $38.7 billion, and his co-partner and co-founder is also worth an amount, pretty much an amazing amount of $40 billion. This duo, if they combine their, earnings together, they'd be close to $80 billion, being second in the running behind the one and only Jeff Bezos and the richest entrepreneur in the world. These entrepreneurs have achieved total success, and after watching this video, I hope you guys, if you have an idea, something you want to invest in, whatever the case may be, you go for it, because these guys didn't wait around and wait for something to happen. They made it happen, and that's why they're in the position they are in today. Guys, I'm signing off. I hope you enjoyed today's video. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your week. This is JT with the Wealth Hub signing off, and as always, see you guys later.